Welcome back, boys and girls, to another exciting episode of Full Circle. We are turning 20 this week.
Woo!
Almost old to drink, but not quite. We'll be there soon, next week. So, as always, I am your host, Harmon Jr. You can find me at Harmon Jr. on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You know the deal. Please give me a follow, subscribe, whatever the correct terminology for your appropriate social media is.
Right, and I'm Fradette. You can find me at all the same social media places at ToonVelo. As always, we have an exciting episode for you this week. Since it is our 20th episode, we have another edition of Catching Up With Us. What's going on in our life?
Yeah, it'll be more interesting than the last time we did it 10 episodes ago. And if you didn't know, the finale of Adventure Time finally aired, and you will finally hear our thoughts on it. We've had time to marinate on it, talk about it amongst ourselves.
Dry our eyes, reapply our mascara.
So we're going to talk about it in depth and what it meant for the series as a whole, what it meant for television, and how it literally ended an era of Cartoon Network.
But first and foremost, PAX West ended shortly ago, and again, our reporter live from the scene was there, right? He flew in from Germany, didn't even leave the airport, just got on a different plane and went to Seattle. So, what were some of the takeaways from PAX West?
Well, thank you, Jared, for that. Yes, I did come from Gamescom in Germany, and I came back to Houston for 2 days, and I was on an immediate plane to sunny Seattle, which, contrary to popular belief, doesn't really rain that often, or at least not when I go. It's been sunny. But yes, I was in PAX West. It was quite thrilling and exciting. I actually made some moves. I may be appearing on a different show later this month. Stay tuned for that.
Ooh.
But yeah, I'm dropping the announcer voice. You're better at that than me.
All the news that is news. That's worthy of big news. Live at 5.
So yeah, PAX West, formerly known as Prime, was this past weekend. Let's say. It was this past weekend. It happened. Man, today's the 8th.
Yes.
It premiered on Wednesday. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. I had to get my mind right.
What are you talking about, Odell? Today is September the 12th, the day that it is premiering.
Wait, you are correct. It's completely not any time prior to that date.
Didn't we film this Christmas episode in July? Shh.
That makes so much sense, though, if we did.
Yeah.
So, getting back on track, it was this past weekend. It was great. Because, as you know, like I said, it's formerly known as Prime, so it's the premiere PAX, and it finishes the PAX season for us. Does for the year.
Does it finish it, or does it for the year? I was gonna
for
say,
the year.
Because soon we'll have PAX South. Just a couple months away.
But that's the start.
Is that the start?
Well, it's 2019.
Shouldn't former Prime be the start? Like, it began the PAX series con. Should it begin the PAX season?
But one thing ends it on the high note, because it's you know what? Leave a comment below and let us know if it is the beginning of PAX season or the end of PAX season. Either way, it is the premiere PAX.
Yeah, it might be in the middle somewhere. Because right, you have PAX East. I think begin. You go PAX East, West, South. I don't know when Australia is or when PAX.
Well, yeah, because when PAX Prime rolls around, everything that announced there is pretty much
already happened.
Yeah. Happening.
Which I guess rolls into the question. So did anything premiere at PAX West?
Not really. There was a new card game by Valve that everyone kept talking about. It's called Artifact. And that was probably the biggest thing there because that was the most time most people got to play it for the first time. So, yes, Valve is creating a new card game, as I said, called Artifact, which is, in the realm of Hearthstone and all the other popular card games that are popular right now. But unlike those other games, you can't simply pick it up and play it and understand how it works. It is a card game with incredible depth. And when I say incredible depth, I mean...
Is there any card game that isn't Cards Against Humanity that you can just pick up and play? Like Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic, birthday cards with more handwriting.
Video game card games are generally simple to understand.
But they also force you to go through like a walking... Like even Pokemon the card game, I'm like, sweet, I've got 13 the electrics. What do I do with this?
Well, I was like this. Artifact has enough depth to where, for example, There's like 5 different lanes, I believe. And monsters can only attack monsters in the same lane. But there's also hero and monster cards.
This really feels like Hearthstone,
but
TCG.
But the way they described it is, crap. What's the world famous MOBA that everybody plays and they have the tournaments for? The names escaping me right now.
Embarrassing MOBA? What is that? I know.
Massively online multiplayer.
Oh.
Or MOB.
Morphager?
No, it is both. Oh, God. I did not. The point is, what is the game? League of Legends. There we go.
Oh. My next guess is going to be Fortnite because that's in stage of everything currently.
So, the way someone described it, it's like League of Legends, but in card form.
Okay.
Meaning that the tactics is really that. Okay, so I got to play a little bit of it. So, like I said, there's the 5 lanes. For example, during the course of the game, you earn money, and at the end of your turn, you can actually go to a shop and buy things for your cards and characters. Yeah, like it is.
So is there a board component as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Is like someone playing the referee like the bank?
No.
Can I go to jail for rolling?
No.
No. Okay.
No. Okay, I'm gonna simplify this. It is an extremely complicated card game with a lot of depth, to where if you master it, like even if someone has all the best cards, you would probably still win.
Okay, so that's my next question. Is this going to be a series like booster packs, or is it like a set game that...
I'm pretty sure like most card games, they're going to come out with more cards and more things you can do. But
that makes it so
let's replace the word depth with complicated, and you have the same effect. Whereas like, Hearthstone's like, download on your iPad, anyone can play. This is like, download, learn the extensive rules and all the things you can do, or otherwise you'll get wiped out each and every time. Type of card game. But that was one of the biggest things. That was one of the biggest takeaways from PAX West was the new Valve game Artifact, which, I forgot what League of Legends was, and apparently I do not know what MOBA stands for, which I should. Wait, hold on. MOBA. Massively online battle arena.
Battle arena. Okay. I've only heard of MMORPGs.
Okay, no. Actually, you know what? Screw it. We're going off kilter here.
Off script.
Off script.
This is not a drill.
We legit forgot what MOBA stood. Yes, multiplayer online battle arena. Okay. Thank you, brain.
Thank you, Google.
I said multiplayer. What did I say?
You said multiplayer online. I think you said battle arena.
Yeah.
But not your first time.
Not the first. I got there.
That's all that counts.
Yes. So at PAX West, I learned what a MOBA was. That's all PAX West was people playing MOBAs, learning what MOBAs are, and then playing a card game that got turned into a MOBA.
Now I'm just imagining like it's poker meets like Warframe. So like I have a figurine, or right. So it's just like all sitting around the table. How many people play? I guess before I just imagine
it's 1v1.
Oh, specifically this would almost seem more exciting to me if you could play with like 4 players.
I mean, maybe you can in the future.
That'd be the extension pack. So like Settlers of Catan, like sheeps and villages, but it's like I forgot the name of the thing you're just pitching. Artifact, sheeps and villages.
Well, no, you have to subscribe to the season pass first, then you can unlock 4-player pay. But that's only if you get the dual season pass.
But I already bought the Game of the Year edition. Does that count?
Ooh. Was it the gold edition or like just the regular one at Walmart?
I didn't know there was a gold edition.
Jared. Oh. But all jokes aside, for now, I don't know. Have you heard of the hit arcade cabinet game Killer Queen?
I've not.
Okay.
I immediately am just thinking of Queen. She's a killer queen. Da, 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 da.
And now we both don't know what each other's talking about.
The band Queen.
Oh.
Singing the song She's a Killer Queen.
Oh.
Ugh. We are out of sync.
We are. Episode 20, man.
That's why this will be our catching up episode, so we know what's going on in each other's lives.
Apparently. But there was an arcade game. It's called Killer Queen. It's like 5v5.
Okay.
And the arcade machines are huge, and it's been a huge hit. Just Google it. It's cool, and it's finally coming to consoles and PC. It's gonna be called Killer Queen Black.
Okay.
And so it's an arcade game at heart, and they changed it up for the console version, but it's teams of 4 to 5, and you can win 3 different ways, and it's really fast, quick, and extremely cooperative, and it's fun and addicting because you have to work together, you have to play fast, and but it doesn't take forever. Matches can be over in 5 to 10 minutes.
That's good.
Yeah, and that game was really cool, and the creator was there showing it off. So check out Killer Queen Black. Look it up. If you have an arcade scene, look up Killer Queen, see if there's an arcade cabinet by you, or wait for Killer Queen Black like the rest of us and play it because it'll be worth your time. Besides that, there are a whole bunch of indie games that most people have heard about. Mm-hmm. Killer Queen Black's the one I feel like you should know. Artifact, because it's Valve, and they'll never make a 3, so enjoy it while it lasts. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Right.
And that was PAX West. Seattle was cool.
Okay. Actually, as you were describing the card game, it reminded me of the card game Jake would play on Adventure Time. Farmers and
Card Wars.
Card Wars.
There it is.
Which hilarious. I switched my pig into eating mode.
No, you floop the pig.
You floop the pig.
You floop the pig.
And I raised the corn maze. There we go.
Yes. These are just so many good reasons Adventure Time is great.
Number one favorite. See, okay, as the segment was originally supposed to be like our favorite episodes, but I don't have hardcore episodes. I have perpetually favorite moments.
I do have a definitive favorite episode.
But yeah.
But other than that, it's just moments.
Right. Okay, but first and foremost, want to talk about the series finale, right?
Yes.
The topic
that
at hand.
So, Adventure Time finally ended. The Cartoon Network was just stringing it along, and I forget what episode it is, but we already talked about Cartoon Network and their handling of their shows and how improper it can be most times.
How their Minecraft episode came out 2 years after Minecraft stopped being a thing.
And clearly that episode was made a long time ago because they were dropping some really heavy terminology there that was just... I play Minecraft, as, I'm a gamer. I kind of have to.
You have to.
Yeah, but I never really invested any real time into it, so... And
you also know it was filmed a long time ago because, Finn is heavily invested in his voice acting for Voltron, so he's on there. Did you know?
Yeah, I knew that, actually.
Okay. But okay, so, yeah, the finale, I'll just say, I think was everything viewers wanted ever. I was impressed, so I was worried, right? It's 4 episodes, 11 minutes long, and I was like, is this just going to be a weird, long, strung-out battle? No, but then they started introducing new things, and I was like, oh, crap, are we just going to get, bombardment of stuff with no resolution? And no, we got resolution to these things, too. But it wasn't rushed. It was, I'm just going to start fanboying, so I'll let you maybe...
So, as I told you before, my biggest fear going in was... that it wasn't going to be satisfying. It was just going to be a quick, hey, we're wrapping it up, hey, everyone, let's get it going. And it was extremely satisfying. I tell you, extremely satisfying. Like you already said it was everything we wanted and more. And it's amazing that they were able to introduce new themes, resolve those new things, not rush those things, while also tie up things. If you told me the series was going to end with a montage, I was going to be like, yeah, that's the crap way out. But no, it ended with a montage that made sense. Montage.
It's not a spoiler, so I'll say this. It was a future montage, which was the best thing we could have ever gotten, right? Because normally I feel like Scrubs ended and JD's watching a thing yeah, of course he gets married and has kids and they grow up and marry each other and well, what do you do? But this was the future montage of things you didn't necessarily think were going to matter. It's here in 500 years, 1,000 years, 3,000 years, and we're this keeps going. Which one of the things I think is completely underrated about the series as a whole. And I've talked your ear off about this, Odell, is that unlike every other example in the genre, it is a refreshing take on high fantasy. They have built a world, they've maintained the world, and the world is bigger than we, the viewers, may ever know. Right? And they convey that wonderfully.
Yeah. Also, not a spoiler, basically elaborate on what you said. it starts off in the future. The episode literally starts in the future, and that's not spoiling because that's just where it starts. And it gives you zero context to that. You just know you're many, many years in the future. Like, I'm just going to start at 1,000. It could be more than that. It could be less, but considerable time has passed to where literally everyone you've known from the series, minus maybe some immortal people, is dead.
Right.
And it starts off as, you know, it says, oh, you don't know about the Great Gumball War? Well, let me tell you. So it sets you up to let you know that events have happened, passed on, and the world of Ooh has moved on. Which is a very surreal example of life that, you know, I read somewhere that, you know, the perfect example is that there was a world before them, you know, our world, and then, you know, the nuclear apocalypse. It was their world, and now that they're gone, their adventures, not that they didn't matter, they clearly had impact in the future. But the world has gone on. It's just a simple passing of time.
Right.
And that's how life works.
As you're speaking of getting chills, because I'm thinking about Rebecca Sugar's concluding song, right? Oh crap, what's the name of it? Time for Adventure?
No, Time Adventure.
Time Adventure, which, you know, basically just says everything you just said, but of course sang by the wonderfully talented Rebecca Sugar.
Yeah, she's a godsend. And I don't think any other show could have done that well. Like, I honestly don't think, even conceptually, if we said do this, and they did, and my thing, there was sacrifice, there was consequences, real consequences, not everything ends in rainbows and sunshine.
Right? Not everybody got the happy ending, and it wasn't just a bloodbath for, like, one side to win everything.
Yeah, and anyone who did sacrifice or lost anything, it felt real, and it felt weighty, and it didn't feel, hey, let's, you know, not saying this happened, but let's kill off someone for the sake of killing off someone. Like, let's pick a fan favorite and have them die so everyone can be like, oh. It wasn't like, let's ship people together that people were like, no. These relationships were built. It was foundation. Everything on the finale had a strong foundation to stand on, and it elevated that. It didn't, literally every trope it could have taken, like, I mean, minor spoiler here, but by the end of the series, Penn is truly a pacifist, if you think about it. Pacifist?
I wouldn't say pacifist being right, but I don't think he's a pacifist, but he's definitely, he reconsiders, like, maybe I can't punch my way out of every situation.
Yeah. Maybe not, like, fully, he's not down to fight, because clearly I'm pretty sure he will if he has to, but he's definitely not like, I'm a hero, let's war. Like, you know, he's matured in the sense that, you know, I don't feel this is right. I'm going with my gut here. I'm going to do what I feel is right for the betterment of, you know.
Which, again, in its own ways, its own kind of wonderful trope, because it's even though he's only 16-ish, like, he is now the wizened war hero, right? You know, he's not just the naive young hero setting off on a quest. He has fought, he has literally lost his arm.
He's learned the biggest thing.
Right. You know, so, you know, instead of, like, the hero, like, charging to battle, like, swords up, he has finished the battle. We're at the season finale, and the sword is down. Like, that imagery.
There's a lot of symbolism in Adventure Time. And speaking on tropes, it just really breaks and redefines tropes. For example, they're in a post-apocalyptic world that's somehow whimsical and happy and full of wonder and life, but not ignoring the destruction and death that precedes it. It's always constantly there.
It's around.
It's around. You're reminded of it. And the world can be really bleak at times. Even the Ice King, at the saddest moments. Like my favorite episode, just want to throw out there, is Simon and Marcy. And that episode is truly probably one of the saddest things you can experience once you understand it in full context.
Stab you to the heart.
But even as you watch it, it's funny and lighthearted. Like, the cheer scenes is both hilarious and sad, because it's like he's playing the cheers thing, but that's the beginning of the start of the slow descent into dementia, the madness, and it is entertaining. And it's funny, like, literally just funny, but in the context of what's actually truly happening,
right,
is heartbreaking. And, you know, even
you've lost the world, and now you've lost your best friend at the end of the episode.
And, you know, and he's lost himself. And, like, even at the end where, you know, he saves it, and you already know the outcome, so it's not like a shocker.
It's not a spoiler. Yeah. The Ice King remains the Ice King.
Yeah, but, you know, when he goes beyond the power limit, and I guess this is the part where he fully submits, or not submits, he's fully
sacrifices.
Yeah, he sacrifices. His will is now gone. Mm-hmm. Simon is dead now. Officially. And he knocks off. He's like, yeah, I'm still here. Hugs him. You're like, yeah,
I love you,
Gunther. And that's the period where you're like, it is official now. He is no longer he is essentially gone forever. But they had radioactive zombies literally chasing them to the death, and somehow that was cutesy. But it didn't sacrifice the lightheartedness. It didn't sacrifice the gravity of the situation, and did things simultaneously, which even saying it out loud makes me think if someone's describing to me, I was like, there's no way it was heartbreaking and funny and serious, but lighthearted all at the same time within 11 minutes. But it was I'd say nearly every episode was like that.
Thinking back on just some of my favorite memories, period, for it would be, I'm just flashing through. I love whenever they have the wizard battle and Science Princess comes out. No science. It's like, darn. Just these little
the Wizard King, he tells her yeah.
It's like, nuts. I love the City of Thieves. It's probably the first good episode. That sounds weird to say. Right?
I guess it's the first episode where something special. This series is something special.
Right? Because every episode, this is season 1. Every episode up to that, it's hi, I'm the princess. Hi, I'm the Ice King. Hi, I'm the supporting character.
It's goofy and fun. It had yet to show how much depth it really had.
It had yet to tell a story. City of Thieves is probably the first story where Finn faces consequences. He needs to his who he is as a hero is first questioned.
Yeah, morality is brought up, but not in the cutesy cartoon way. Serious morality. It's funny because everything outside of Finn, Jake, and the City of Thieves itself represents a very cartoony look of morality and consequence, and how, while Finn is taking the more realistic, I guess, viewers as the viewer, living in our world, he has the mindset of this is wrong. Yeah, it's funny and stupid, but this is ultimately wrong.
It's still a City of Thieves. I mean, I guess everyone's stealing, but that doesn't make it's still stealing at the end of the day.
And he tries to do the right thing, but ends up being the wrong thing, and helping one person completely screwed over another, and now he's morally compromised. He doesn't know what to do. And then ultimately, they have a non-lesson, but it's really a lesson. It's what did we learn here? And, he says something profound. Jake's we've learned nothing.
We learned nothing.
Which is a bigger sense of humanity as a whole.
Right.
Through the course of all this and all that we do, we've learned nothing. We have literally, there's been people on both sides of this coin. There's a murky, no one's right, no one's wrong. And yeah, it just, when you think about it, it's ha 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 ha. But at the end of the episode, when they hit and it's not even preachy. That's another thing, Adventure Time. It's never preachy.
No.
It has points. It wants to make things. It says things, but it's never preaching to you. Because even when all the characters are on a moral agreement, which rarely happens, it's still at a price of just it's high fantasy. It's a world that exists and will live and thrive without Finn and Jake. We have episodes where Finn and Jake are either not there or background noise, because the world is always evolving and changing, and not them. The characters, all the characters are important in this world.
Since you mentioned this specifically, I will say I do specifically love one episode, and it's football, where Finn and Jake aren't there at all, and the character BMO is left to contemplate life by himself. So he has this imaginary friend, his reflection, football, and they decide to trade places for the day. But then it turns out that football is evil. Now, clearly, we as the viewers know that that BMO is just kind of pretending, but it's still, BMO is making this choice, conscious or not. What if I just misbehave? Can I do this? Is this okay? Would anyone really care if I misbehave differently? Which, I don't know, just speaks, we all have that choice. The only thing stopping us from doing whatever we're doing is us.
I love BMO. I used to hate BMO as a character. I really did. But I grew to love him because, if you don't know, he has a personality of like a 5-year-old, or maybe even less, maybe like a 4-year-old. Even his voice. Mm-hmm. But he always has the deepest, I guess,
soul journeys.
Yeah, because like so when he finds the factory, the Be More episode,
right?
He finds his creator,
Mo.
Yeah, Mo.
Who creates the Mo factory? A-Mo through Zemo.
And skipping a lot of detail, there's a point where he starts talking about growing up because he realizes he's never gonna grow up. He will have the same mentality, and so he starts to ponder what does it mean to grow up. That he even says, does growing up mean changing your body, or does it change your soul too? Like, is growing up literally a passage of time? Is it a change mentally, or is it like literally a change of the soul?
That's deep. It's real deep.
Yeah, so he's reflecting. When I grow up, would I even still, he's like, would I even still be BMO if I was to grow up? The person I am now literally would not exist 20 years from now. I will be someone different. And he's complaining, would I be so different that I can no longer be recognizable as the person I am today?
This is a cartoon, people. On Cartoon Network. Go and watch it if you haven't.
Yeah, so Adventure Time's amazing. The finale was phenomenal. Like, it is in my top 3 best endings of, not video games, I'll just say of
endings.
Yeah, just series. Ending of a series. There we go. So, movie, television, if it's a series of something.
Right.
It is in my top 3. Assuming if better things come out, I will forever keep it in my top 5. I give it it will be cemented at 5. It's somewhere in 1, 2, or 3. Mm-hmm. If, I don't know, somebody makes something like Weeping on the Floor amazing, I have to add it to the list. I won't knock it out of 5. But yeah, we kind of caught you up on Adventure Time. So
let's catch up with us.
Yeah, let's catch up with us because as you saw earlier, we apparently don't know what we do.
I don't know. Who's this guy?
Yeah, we show up once a week. We say our names. We tell you to like, subscribe, and follow, which you don't.
We know you don't.
We've been keeping up with traffic.
We don't get new subscribers.
Yeah, we know our views. We see. We see.
But catching up with us, let's see. I just have a lot of little things, nothing terribly profound. Want to just kind of go back and forth.
Oh yeah,
things.
Sure.
So if you recall last time, I mentioned that we discovered I had a half aunt. In between now, I discovered I have another half aunt.
Damn, Jared.
However, this is a half aunt we already knew about.
Oh, okay.
My full aunt has now been demoted to half aunt.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, but we love her just the same.
No, I feel like something. Mama was working night and day. I feel like there's a song in here. I'm not calling your grandma a hussy.
9 to 5, Dolly Parton.
I don't know. I just feel like there's a song about spinning the midnight oil.
I feel there's a lot of
old
country/rock songs that do that.
Yeah,
a Billy Joel song that's really just show tunes.
Yeah, an old time analogy for secret love children. Going to the store to get some paprika for the burning of the midnight oil.
Okay, now I'm off topic. I don't know. I know what the song is. Unless you're just writing it right now.
I'm literally just making stuff up.
Oh, okay. Well, I believed it.
Oh, okay. Hopefully they did. But so as you know, I went to Gamescom, so I went to Europe for the first time. Mm-hmm. That was cool. I've never been overseas. I've been to Canada and Mexico, but still very North America and not too different from here. So this was full immersion in different cultures, and that was cool. I got to go to Switzerland, France, England. Is it considered England or the UK?
Ooh, that's a complicated question that I should know, right? Because it's I don't know.
Okay, well, regardless, England/UK and Germany, of course, that's where Gamescom is. I'm just trying to get my life together. Because I've been traveling a lot. I've been job hunting, looking for a job. Yeah, you go.
Let's see. Past couple weeks, I've been dealing with lockjaw. So if I'm hard to understand, it's because my jaw keeps clicking in and out of place. Pretty painful, pretty terrifying. I experienced a panic attack for the first time because of that. I woke up in the middle of the night, couldn't open the jaw, and just immediately started having heart palpitations, sweating, and felt like vomiting. So that's fun. Now I know what that's like.
Yeah.
Although on the bright side, I just got a raise.
Oh yeah, that's actually that's nice.
Yes. A nice little. I don't know if I can legally divulge how much I'm making. However, I am a state employee, so if you're curious, you can just literally Google my name.
Hoo hoo hoo.
Right?
That's creepy. I wouldn't tell people that.
I mean, but that's the point of like open financial like transparency.
Ah, fair. I don't know. I recently got Spider-Man, new game. That's what, man. I'm trying to feel like what's. I travel a lot, I guess, because I went to Germany and Seattle, but that wasn't new.
You said that one already.
I know. I just said that wasn't new.
It's okay. You don't need to do a bunch of things.
I'm trying to. I don't know. I'm gonna try to go on a keto diet. See what that's all about.
Okay, which one's that? Is that the no meat or the no bread? Or
No. It's the
paleo diet.
No, it's the eat healthy one.
That's all diets. That's actually not true, right?
It's the one that makes you go into ketosis.
Gives you ketoacidosis.
No, man. It's the keto. You haven't heard of the keto diet?
Is that the one? Is that the one? Friend is doing. Juan is doing. Shout out to Juan.
No, they're doing Whole30.
Oh, right. That's right. I don't know. I don't pay attention to diets.
I'm trying to improve my body.
Yeah.
And
show them the guns.
I feel silly.
Thumbnail.
Damn. I don't know. I've been enjoying.
Well, at the beginning of the episode, you teased that you're going to be on another show soon.
Oh yeah. So I've been making moves in my video game career. You know,
working
just
on your night moves.
Yeah. So I'm there, and there's a job opportunity where I may be working in a hospital soon, but with video games? ?
What?
So my life seems to be a whole bunch of hypothetically new things that may happen, and some things that kind of already are.
Hey, nothing wrong with that at all. So I guess that's what's happening in our lives.
Apparently, I need to do more things that aren't video games, but it's a grind. It's a grind. Wait, no, this is like filming. I'm filming.
Like milling flour or grind.
Or
sharpening your sword, right? You can't see my foot, but I'm pushing it.
Wait, no. When you have a grinder, and for our
pepper grinder.
For our podcast, iTunes and other thing listener, I'm sorry you can't actually see us grinding, but hey, that's more reason to check out the YouTube video of me. I live in the 21st century and I've never had to actually literally grind things, so I don't know what I'm doing.
I've had to grind things. Yeah. It's all biological related. I was
about to say the hopes and dreams of others. Maybe.
I don't know how much my coworkers' dreams I really crush, but I know I make them sad. They want so many things, Odell, and I can't give them the things they want.
I mean, that's fair. You're only human.
It's true. But that's all that's happening in our lives. That's also what we think about the Adventure Time finale.
Damn, Gary.
I jumped the gun there. I'm sorry.
And you heard about PAX West and Artifact and Killer Queen and MOBA. How you know what a MOBA is now? If you didn't know,
and so do I.
If you didn't know before the show, you definitely know that now. So I'm your host, Harmon Jr. for another episode of Full Circle. Please follow us at FC Podcast 23 on Instagram and FC Podcasts on Twitter, or the
Game Fanatics here on YouTube.
Oh yeah, because this is our new home, so don't forget to do that and like, share, subscribe to all of these things and wonderful things, and you'll be wonderful. And I don't know, I'll shout you out.
Just the basic pyramid scheme. All I'm asking is that you get 10 friends to subscribe, and then insist that they all get 10 friends to subscribe. Easy peasy. Yeah. I won't take your money.
Exactly. YouTube will just give us money.
Right? And so, he's Odell, and I'm Jared. You can find me at ToonVelo. Thanks again for joining us. And I guess I will do the signing off. Join us next week. Bye.
Bye. Have a great week, everybody.